protocols they must follow. What they're doing is common law. I don't know. Anybody that's had success was not from common law. It's from probably something that was done in equity and commerce that was mistakenly referred to as a common law win, because I find that a lot when people say, oh, I had a common law win, and then they told me what they did, and I'm like, no, that was actually like literally a purely equitable claim. It's not common law at all, and you call it a common law win while then describing to me a purely equitable claim that was made. So I don't know if they're actually using commerce or common law, but the fact they're promoting common law is a big block for me, because of course common law is absolute garbage. I won't touch it at all ever. The event in the U.S. is 35 CFR Section 9. The event. They even tell you, all you got to do is read the Vital Stats Act. Call them, say, do you register babies? And they're like, no, we register events. Like, this is so 2008. You guys have to stop with stuff like that, because we got to move forward here. So, and phrase things correctly. So no, I did not register my daughter. I registered the event of the birth, and you have to do that if you want to have a claim recorded that you can act upon. Did you say what book concerning contracts? I didn't. I'd like to hear some ideas on people. I used to have a couple of really good ones that have since disappeared somehow with my headphones from yesterday. A license, oh man, not today. A license is permission to do that which would otherwise be illegal. So gaining a livelihood is not illegal. Using a person that you vested into a union without permission is doing that which would otherwise be illegal. You need a license to use that which you vested away to somebody else. That's the problem. Everybody thinks we have to get away from the system. The system is ours. Everything is ours, okay? If I use person A's money, person B's land, and person C's lumber to build a house, I build the house. Whose house is it? Okay? Now, yeah, so that's the discussions we need to start having, to realize that everything belongs to us because we financed it all. We funded it all. It was our labor and our contributions. If you want to call it tax, that's fine. It was our contributions that built all this. My contributions did not come free of charge. My contributions came with the understanding that what was used to build would be partly mine. That's my understanding. If that's an incorrect understanding, then I guess it all needs to be given back. We can go that route. We can make that argument. I got no problem with that. In the meantime, I just want the unregulated access to my share of whatever was built, free of licenses and or regulations and or having to diminish myself in some way in order to use. That wasn't a condition of my fourth contributions. So more arguments or discussions to have with these people. Don't be afraid of the word argument. What's our relation to the name? Are we beneficiaries of the Social Insurance Sesticate Trust? Are we the trustee, or are we both? You have the ability to be any of those things and much, much, much more. That's the number one problem, is people have not created a apparatus. I'm always very careful with how I say these things. I'll give you an example to look to anyways. Look to how corporations are run. That's all you have to do. Look at how a corporation is run. I'm not saying it's precisely identical. They change words, they change this, they change that, but essentially the way a corporation works is exactly what has to be done. It's all this potential has been there for what your person could be your entire life, and nothing was ever done with it. So you basically prove your incompetence by never creating a structure for your person, and then contracting through it. I'll leave it at that.